In this video, we're going to be picking all of our best office chair picks for every major price point. And the caveat here, not only is this for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so the price points are going to be a little bit more advantageous to you guys, but we're going to have to pick different chairs, no same picks. So that means we're going to have 18 picks in total. Let's jump right into it. Robert, what do you have for $200?
So I'm very glad I get to go first here because I think you guys would pick this one, the ProtoArc EC200. So this is a really new chair we found. It is actually, I can get it down to $148. Right now there is a coupon that I can only find on mobile, so maybe check that between mobile and the website. So this chair just has a really tall backrest. The headrest is really adjustable. You can kind of just get it to fit you in the right spot, but it also doesn't get in the way, so you can get it out of the way for you. And I really like these armrests, especially on the cheap chairs. Sometimes the armrests can be really kind of junk. They don't have a lot of adjustability, but they're big and they're wide, so they really fit kind of even if you move around, and they have some pretty good padding. So this is a chair Greg's been sitting in a ton, so he's probably mad I took that pick.
You definitely took my pick. That's 100%. All right, Ryan, what do you have?
Well, I have a different pick, but it's not really a different pick. I always pick this pick, but the crazy thing about the pick, which is the Tacova, is that right now Amazon has a $50 coupon, and so you can get this thing for $109. And when I tell you that you're getting a chair for $109, usually you'd think that you'd be getting a chair with one adjustment, all leather, really crappy chair from like a big box store that you're going to throw away in 6 months. This thing has every adjustment that you'd look for in a chair except for seat depth adjustment, but we're talking 3-way arms, 2-way adjustable headrest. Granted, it's not the most well-built chair, but from a comfort standpoint and the amount of adjustments that you're getting with a 1-year warranty, it's pretty incredible for $109. So I'm going with the Tacova here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good pick, especially for the price point, because even like with my pick now that I have this chair, I would have taken the one Robert picked for sure, but this is still a really good chair I brought in. It's $149. It's going to be the Huddle chair. That's like 40% more expensive than your pick, which is crazy, but it's still an excellent chair. Nice thick seat pad. It's got really soft, squishy arm pads. It's got a big lumbar in it. You can adjust the depth. You really feel it, and it's a comfortable chair overall with a nice headrest too. So again, for everybody who's going to be like working from home, doing any kind of gaming, stuff like that, I know a headrest is a major pain point for chairs. This is a great pick there. So, all right, next up, we got $300. Ryan, you're up on this one.
So I'm going to go with the Kalemi Atlas on this one. They got a really, really good special right now, all the way down to $233. And this is one of those picks where it's going to be really difficult, I think, for one of these guys to pick something that has more value than this one. Just because for me, it's kind of like the Tacova, just upgraded on steroids. You're getting all of the adjustment that you need, including the seat depth adjustment, really comfortable seat. The arms aren't the best, but they do have a ton of adjustability. The backrest is very close in comfort and feel to the Vera, which I think is one of the most comfortable backrests I've ever used. So just from a comfort standpoint, the value that you're getting and the build, I think it compares very favorably to $400 and $500 chairs. So I'm going with the Atlas all day at $233. I think it's tough to beat.
Yeah, it's a super good pick for under $300. The one I'm going to go with is the Han Alter, and this is actually a fairly new chair that I found. Again, another one that I brought in. It's from a major brand, which you typically don't see under $300, and it's actually quite nice. The coupon on it's ridiculous. It's $209 right now, so normally it's $299. It's a sweet deal for sure. It's got a nice thick padded seat like the other chair that I talked about, Huddle. It's a little bit better built overall, and it also has seat depth, which is not normal for a chair at that price point. And again, $209 for a chair from a major that is good is pretty hard to find, so that's going to be an easy pick for me. Robert, what do you have?
So I'm going to stick with Kalemi. This time I'm going to go with the Niza chair. So this one actually sneaks under $200 right now if you get it on their website, but on Amazon it's at $225, $199 on Kalemi's site. So this chair, it's going to be similar to the Atlas, but it actually has a taller backrest. So for someone taller, you're going to like that little extra space up on the top of the backrest. It also has more flexibility. I think it has the Atlas beat when it comes to flexibility. It does have a nice recline too. Like honestly, if I compare this up against some chairs that are $1,000, I think I almost like the recline on the Niza better, which is kind of crazy to say. So again, getting really good value, even sneaking that under $200 with the Kalemi Niza.
It's almost like a polyback with like a padded upholstery, like kind of cover over it.
Yeah, it's almost like a cheaper version of the Fern's digital knit. It doesn't feel quite as nice as that, but it gives you a little extra plush.
If a chair in this list didn't hit the mark and you want to see some more options, we do have a cheat sheet in the description. Check that out.
All right, $500. It is my pick. All right, let's go. So this one is not normally going to be available. This is one of those picks, again, where it kind of sneaks into a different category. So right now, the OM Yes chair on our website is going to go for $489 without a headrest. Normally, it's $611.99, so this is a great price point. If you want to get a headrest, it'll be a little more expensive, be about $520, but we have a 20% coupon going on right now for Cyber Monday and Black Friday, which is our biggest sale ever. You can get this thing, again, set up with four-way arms, nice big padded arms. It's got a ridiculous seat pad on it. It's super, super cush. You can adjust the height on the backrest up and down to kind of fine tune. And if you want a headrest, we ranked it A tier, so it's a really solid headrest for sure.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be able to pick the Vera at this spot. It's actually $388. We have a 20% off coupon going right now at BTODtv, so go check that out quick. So this chair, we've been picking this for years in different price ranges. So it has just such a nice backrest. It has a built-in curve that it fits you really well. Even different size, different shape people always seem to be really happy with that backrest. I also really like the seat. It has just the right amount of cushion, support, and still a little bit on the firm side, so you're not sinking too far down, which I never really like that either. The armrests are maybe the one slight downside. I just wish they went a little bit lower, but otherwise they're big pads. They have good enough cushioning. So for $388, this is a great pick here under $500.
That's insane that it's $388 right now.
Yeah, it's crazy low.
Crazy deal.
It's crazy low, but I might have a better deal. If you're willing to buy used or refurbished, I think the $400 to $700 range is the sweet spot in the refurbished market right now. You're going to be able to get chairs like the Leap, Amiya, Aeron for half price, 60% off, and that's going to be my pick, is going to be the Amiya from Steelcase. Right now, it's going to be low $400 on our website with a 20% off coupon, which is a crazy deal. This is a $1,000 chair all day long. It has every premium adjustment that you're looking for. The one thing that it does lack potentially for you is going to be the headrest, but if you don't need a headrest, this is an A tier, potentially S tier chair all day. Super comfortable seat, four-way adjustable arms, ridiculously adjustable, and super well built. So I'm going with the refurbished Amiya.
It's a good pick. All right, $700, Robert. What do you have here?
So I'm going back to an old favorite. This might be the cheapest that you can get into one of these major brands, and that's with the Hayworth Soji. So at 20% off, we're looking at about $514 at hayworth.com. So basically every category of seat comfort, back comfort, arm comfort, we're really happy with this chair. So it's maybe not going to wow you in any particular area other than maybe the backrest is really nice, but it doesn't have anything that I'm like unhappy about. Like I have basically no complaints about this entire chair. Maybe kind of like Ryan said with the Amiya, you can't get a headrest on this. So if you're dying to get a headrest, I'd maybe look away, but it also has a lot of different fabric color options, and this is a really nice looking chair, so check that out. Black Friday, 20% off.
I think like for the Soji chair, you get just basic, I think we rank this kind of B tier all around. I mean, it's just a solid pick, and so down close to $500.
Amazing.
That's ridiculous for sure. All right, Ryan, what do you have?
I'm going to go with the OM Truly. Now, you have to use the Black Friday sale for it to be under $700. Otherwise, it's going to be well over $700. But for under $700, you're getting a ton of chair here. Probably the most adjustable chair that we're going to find in this list, because it does have things like independent back angle adjustment, height adjustment on the backrest, multi-way adjustment headrest, four-way adjustable arms, seat depth adjustment. It has every adjustment that you could look for. It's a very, very well-built chair. And I know that Robert comments on looks a lot. This couldn't be one of the best looking chairs that you can find if you put it together with different color combinations. So I'm going to go with the OM Truly. I think it's a great value at this price point.
Yeah, the OM seating brand is something that you can find online. I mean, there's more places to get this, but again, it's kind of a sneaky pick that not a lot of people talk about it, but you definitely hear people liking it when they get them.
For sure.
I'm going to go with the refurbished Leap. So kind of in line with Ryan, what he picked in the $500 range, you're going to have to spend a little bit more for these if you want to get a higher end refurb. So at our website, we normally are going to have these for about $680 full retail with our 20% coupon. This thing's down to $544, which is crazy. You get all the new parts, new cylinder, new arm pads. You get brand new seat pad in there, new upholstery, new casters, a full 12-year warranty. And the Leap is an absolute just amazing chair for the price. I know it's Ryan's overall favorite pick just out of all chairs, and I'm right there with him. If it wasn't for the Lamia chair, I would be only sitting in a Leap probably. But again, amazing lower lumbar, super adjustable. If you like a little, like a lot, you've got four-way arms. They're just the classic arms are just amazing. And again, for under $550 right now, it's an absolute steal. So, all right, next up, we've got $1,000, and Ryan, you are up.
So normally my pick for the no budget pick is the Leap, but crazily enough, you can get the Leap on sale right now, fully loaded, brand new for under $1,000. It's absolutely insane. So if you love what Greg just said about the Leap, but you don't want to get a used chair or refurbished chair, you can get a brand new one right now for under $1,000. I haven't seen that in years, like a decade. So it's an insane value. I'm not going to repeat all the features and stuff that you get on it. Greg just went over that, but you are going to get it direct from Steelcase. You're going to have a ton more color options when you buy it brand new, and you can get this thing fully loaded for the price that we're seeing here. So it's pretty wild, pretty insane.
That's a crazy option For sure, for under $1,000 to get a Leap, that's a premium chair, top of the line from any of the majors. So crazy deal for sure. All right, I'm gonna pick something different here for my $1,000 pick. The discount on this one, normally it's gonna be $980.99. This is the ErgoHuman LEM4 ERG. It's the Gen 2, so it's the Generation 2. Huge upgrade here, but this thing is normally almost $1,000 right now. It's $780 or something like that. What is it? No, $784. 20% off is crazy. This chair is absolutely loaded. Everything that you would want in a chair it has. It has literally everything but tilt limiter on it. So it's going to have a super aggressive lumbar support. If you want it, you can pull it back. It's got the nice adjustable headrest, super squishy arms. I think the Aeron probably has the best arm pads. This is probably a close second. I mean, the new arm pads that they have, it's not shocking because they really try to mimic the Aeron as much as possible, just with more adjustments. So I don't know, free returns on this too. It's kind of a no-brainer. If you're looking for something different, ErgoHuman is definitely a good option.
Yeah, and for me, I love the kind of pronounced lumbar, but yet it doesn't ever feel like it's poking into you. That's always my favorite part about the ErgoHuman. So.
Yeah, and this is the padded seat mesh backrest. I like it. Again, if you like an all mesh chair, you could do that too. That's going to be under $1,000.
All right, I'm excited about this one. My under $1,000, I get to go with the Libernovo Omni. So you're not going to get it as cheap as that Kickstarter deal, which was like $650, I believe. But this is still a better deal than what it's been for a while at $803, so about $50 off. This is really one of the most comfortable chairs I've ever tested. I've been using this at home for about 6 months. We started off with the prototype. Now we have the final production. They've improved some things. Everything fits a little bit tighter. Adjustments are tighter, but it still has that same very soft cushion in the seat, yet still supportive. I'm not sinking through it. It has those different densities as you get from the back to the front of the seat, which you can really feel. And I just love the recline super deep. So headrest is amazing too. I could keep going on, but I'll leave it at that. Under $1,000, Libernovo, easily my pick.
All right, so for my no-budget pick, I'm going to go with the Hayworth Fern. This is an excellent chair all around. I'm going with just the standard digital knit, but I'm super excited because they're actually sending us their gradient knit, which is their newest upholstery. It's still a knit, but it's just a little bit different look, and I think it's not quite like that quilted look. It's just, I really like it. I'm excited to see it. But for now, we're going to go with the tried and true, the one that we have here. It's been a game changer since we've had it. Super comfortable. I like it with the lumbar. I know that Ryan doesn't, so you got to kind of pick there. You can't really remove it. And I do not like the headrest. I don't think it's a very comfortable headrest, so I'd go without that, but I do like the aluminum look. So if you want to go with that higher end look, it's about $1,750 with the aluminum, the lumbar, the digital knit. It's going to be down to like $1,400. It's $1,349 right now with their 20% coupon. So excellent deal. The only thing game breaker, or sometimes a deal breaker for people, is just like the gap between the seat and the backrest. I don't notice it at my height, so maybe something to consider, but otherwise this thing's an S tier all day.
So speaking with S tier, the S tier, probably the only S tier all mesh chair is going to be the Herman Miller Aeron. That is going to be my pick here for no budget. I'm just really a sucker for that Herman Miller harmonic tilt. It just feels so amazing. And even though the Aeron is going to be a little bit more of a upright, it wants to put you in a correct position, because of that recline, you can still kind of kick back and really feel comfortable. Just it limits some of those seating positions, but when I'm working, tasking, and want to stay focused, the Aeron is really the go-to chair. And personally, I love that Atlas headrest, so I'd throw that on too if I have no budget.
I'm going to stick with the Herman Miller theme here. Usually I would pick a Leap for my no-budget pick. We were able to get that for under $1,000, and so I'm just going to go crazy and go with a chair that I typically wouldn't spend this much money on personally, which is the Herman Miller Embody. This is a $2,000 chair, and the reason that I would pick this chair is because you can get an Atlas headrest on it, and I don't think that any of the other S-tier chairs, like the Leap, like the Fern, have good headrests. And so for me, if you're looking for a phenomenal chair for gaming, for just relaxing, watching movies, kind of an all-around type chair for your home, for your workspace, this is a phenomenal pick. It is highly, highly regarded in terms of reviews. It is very good build quality, usually about $2,000, 20% off from Herman Miller. We're talking $400 discount. Throw on the Atlas headrest. I believe they have a 10% discount. So you're going to save a bunch of money, and you're going to get like a $2,200 chair for $500 off. So huge, huge discount. I really like the backrest, super flexible. It's got that pixelated system. Also in the seat, some people think that it's a little bit pokey. I haven't noticed that problem at all. They got a little bit extra foam in the gaming edition. I'd probably go with that version. But yeah, I'd go Herman Miller Gaming Embody with the Atlas headrest, and it is a perfect match. We've tested it. So,
and they almost always have an extra 5% on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So obviously we're shooting this before. So, but in our we've seen it for years now, so I'd watch out for that for sure.
So it could be like $450.
Yeah, it's another big discount.
That is
so
wild.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, those are our picks, guys. Make sure you let us know down in the comments what prices you're seeing, if they're even better. I mean, definitely let everybody know. Help each other out. Hopefully you like the video. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.